What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Rope Monster coming at you here from stormy Playa del Carmen. It is rainy season. I'm in a great mood because I'm kind of doing these back to my roots, humble beginning type videos. Very few edits, no music, just me and you in Playa del Carmen. And this is for budget travelers, guys. Budget travelers, rejoice, because I'm talking deep budget today. I used to live in Playa del Carmen on under $800 a month. I did it for 3 straight months just to see if I could. So for that sake, I have left the house with 200 pesos total and just a little bit of pocket change. And I know what you're thinking. Some of you are like, what are you gonna do with 200 pesos in Playa del Carmen? Well, actually quite a bit, guys. I'm gonna go get a lunch. I'm gonna go grab lunch at a place, at a restaurant, and it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be either Mexican steak, maybe a caldo de res, like a beef stew. And I've shown you guys how to get lunch for one of these. I'll link that video in the description below. It's called Eating in Playa del Carmen on 100 pesos or less. But I have seldom shown you all how to get lunch for one of these. 50 pesos, $2.50. And I'm talking good lunch, home cooking. So we're gonna go up there and grab lunch. Then we're gonna get transport all the way across town, and I'm gonna take you to a carniceria where we're gonna get not just enough groceries, meat to last a couple days. We're gonna get lamb chop, high quality meat, and then also we're gonna get some veggies and maybe some fruits. Mostly fruits, actually. I like to make a smoothie every morning. So budget travelers, let's go get lunch. Let's hop on the transport for only 10 pesos. I'm gonna get across town, all the way across town, show you exactly how to do it, and I'm gonna do it for these 2 coins right there. Hopefully I've got your attention. Thank you all for being here. Vamanos. So my friends, the lighting is not great today. It's cloudy. We are deep in the Colosio neighborhood. I'm doing my best as far as the lighting goes, but you can see we've got tree cover. It's cloudy. I wanted to talk briefly as we walk over toward 30th and around 84 to get this delicious lunch for 50 pesos. I wanted to talk about who inspired this video. I made a new friend at volleyball. She's a backpacker from Boston. Shout out Abby. We were talking about budget travel, accommodations at Bacalar. I was saying how I found a place right on the lagoon for only $45 US a night, and she says that's still 20 something dollars over my budget. So I thought, man, I need to rethink these budget traveler videos and do something for backpackers. When I first left the US, I left with just a backpack, a 55-liter backpack, and a 20-liter dry bag. So I know what it's like staying in hostels. I know what it's like backpacking. I've been around a lot of backpackers. And so this brings me back to my roots. I want to show you guys how to live well on that type of budget, not just eat, beans and tortillas. I'm not going out to buy beans and tortillas right now. I'm going to buy lamb chops. I'm going to buy a meal at a restaurant. I'm going to get some high quality fruits. And so this video is for people like you. I really hope you appreciate my efforts because I've been there. I've been on a tight budget, but I also think that you can still live very well in Playa del Carmen on a deep budget. You don't need to have, $3,000 a month. My budget has expanded over time, but I still want to show and demonstrate that I enjoy this food that I'm going to show you. This is not like me suffering, taking one for the team. This is good quality food. I'm not going to do a ton of filming up on 30th because there's a lot of people. I want to respect people's privacy. School is also just getting out, so the transport should be quite packed and interesting, make for some entertaining content for you all. And as always, guys, if you appreciate my efforts, just smash that like button for me. Boom. Subscribe if you haven't already. It means the world to me. Let's go get some lunch. All right, guys, the sights and sounds of 30th Avenue. Tons of values to be had up here. For example, right over here, I'm going to show you one thing. It's a little side quest I want to show you real quick. But guys, they sell the same sunglasses up here as they sell on 5th Avenue. They sell them for like 400, 300, 400 pesos on 5th Ave. Hola, hola. But you can get them up here for like, you know, 70 pesos to 100 pesos. So keep that in mind. If you're just gonna get a cheap pair of sunglasses anyway, and you're a budget traveler, it's worth walking 7 or 8 extra blocks. Come up here and save 300 pesos on your shades. Also, the fruterias are a lot cheaper. Pretty much everything's more affordable up here. You can see the high quality fruits and veggies right there. So, hola, hola. So guys, one thing I want to get when I eat on a budget, but I want to eat very well and be healthy, keep in mind, I used to play volleyball every single day on that budget, so I needed good nutrition. I would buy plátano macho or plantain, the big bananas, and then I would buy some pork lard, some fat, or you can get coconut oil, but I like to cook with manteca de puerco, pork lard, and just fry up that plátano macho, and you're gonna get a ton of nutrition, potassium, but also just carbohydrates to fuel you up, and then good fats. Whether you wanna use coconut oil or lard, you're getting a come up of energy. Honestly, a lot of times my breakfast was 2 fried eggs, maybe 3 fried eggs, and fried up plátano macho, and that would get me through all the way till lunch, when I would come up here and hit this spot sometimes before volleyball, and then this lunch would carry me all the way through until dinner, at which time I would cook up a couple of lamb chops, which we're gonna go get later on in the video. Lamb chops and maybe a potato and some cooked carrots or something like that. And so honestly, I think I might have been healthier in a lot of ways on that budget, because I wasn't eating out quite as much. And when I did eat out, I was eating at these places with home cooking. So guys, 88th already, we've made it. I've got long legs. We're on 88th and of course 30th Ave. We're gonna hit this spot up right here. This is the place, dirt cheap. I don't even think it has a name, but it's good. I've never gotten sick from this place. I'll show you the menu here in just a moment. So guys, I know the ambiance is not the finest, but let me show you the menu. I just actually decided to get ribs in green salsa. Lots of noise going on up here, but I got ribs in green salsa for 55 pesos. I could have gotten caldo de res for 55. Let me show you that real quick. Guys, just a quick peek at the menu. Everything is just about $2.50, 55. And this, if you want to go big, the bistec a la mexicana, 60 pesos. And you're getting steak with vegetables for $3. Now you know. I'll show you what this looks like on my plate and how many tacos I can make out of it. It comes with a drink, comes with tortillas. So I'm going to be making tacos. And actually, this is one of the most common plates I used to order is costilla in salsa verde, ribs in green salsa. Mouth is watering out of control. Let's get some lunch. All right, guys, the food comes out quick. We got the costillas in salsa verde. So pork ribs right here. We got beans, we got rice, we got onion and lime. We actually have an agua fresca included and a mountain of tortillas, all for 55 pesos. You can eat very well. So let's fuel up on this lunch. And then we're gonna hop across town for only 10 pesos momentarily and hit that carniceria to get the lamb chops. All right, guys, making taco number 1. These plates have been known to sufficiently make 7 or 8 tacos for 55. Guys, this is taco number 6 that I've made with this meal. So anyone who tells you you can't get a taco for under 10 pesos in Playa del Carmen clearly hasn't seen this video. And these are monster tacos, guys. That thing is loaded to the max with beans, rice, onion, and of course, pork rib. Now you know. Whew, I'm full, guys, and I am a guy with an appetite. 55 pesos, got the job done. Nourishing food, not just beans and rice and tortillas, but actual pork ribs. The salsa's fire. And I even got a beverage to go along with it. That's a win. So guys, what a fantastic dining experience. I actually just ran into the manager and he remembered me from back in the day when I used to always eat in there. And why did I eat in there so frequently, you may ask? Well, in the last video, I showed where I used to live, and it's actually just a couple blocks down, and then to the down there about 4 blocks. So if you didn't see that, I'll link that video in the description below. We talk about the La Colosio neighborhood and the Nicteja neighborhood and the changes coming to those neighborhoods. But guys, now we got to get all the way across town. Typically that would be a 70 peso cab ride. We're up on 88th. We got to get down to 20th, and that would be a $3.50 cab ride. But what if we can get down there for 50 cents? Why not just do that? I'm going to show you how, and I'm going to actually film the process. It's across the street here. A lot of street dogs up here, but they seem to be in good spirits today. They're not wanting to try the gringo. So my friends, as mentioned, all we need is 10 pesos to do this ride, and then we got to find one of these blue signs, Paradero Servicio, and then wave down the colectivo up. That was the wrong one, I guess. Nicteja dice 30. Look for the one that says Colosio. Oh, this one is pretty full. A ver. ¿Podría sentarme aquí enfrente? Ok, gracias. Perdón. Ya, voy. Ok. Con suerte, ¿eh? Gracias. Alright guys, usually you would have to sit back there. I got lucky. Don't be afraid to ask if you can sit up front. I got the good seat. Same price, 10 pesos. Let's go. Guys, here's another spot for cheap meat. This is the municipal market, the Colosio municipal market. There's pura buena onda ahí from Eduardo. Nos vemos. So guys, I just saved probably a 35-40 minute walk and spent 10 pesos. So guys, total with lunch and transport across town, as you can see here, I'm at 20th. I was on 88th just moments ago. I'm at 65 pesos out of the 200 and pocket change budget that I had. But we got to get to the carniceria to get the borrego. I was telling Eduardo, the colectivo driver, that I don't really like the meat at Chedraui. It just tastes old already. It smells awful. The meat section over there just doesn't do it for me. These guys up here are the pros. They take really good care of the meat, the food handling. They keep the lamb chops frozen, and then I take them home and put them in the freezer, and they defrost in like 10 minutes. So there's no reason to keep them in the fridge. You want to keep them frozen. A lot of people just leave the meat sitting out at room temperature, or they leave it in the fridge, like in Chedraui. It's poorly packaged. The packages leak meat juice. So when I'm buying, I don't know about you, but when I'm buying chicken or steak or pork, I don't exactly want to get the juices all over my hand, all over my bag. It's just gross. So I come here, I get the chuleta. We've got about 140 pesos left. I think what I'm going to do is grab 100 pesos worth of lamb chop, and then use every last little peso that we have to get maybe a plátano macho, hopefully a couple mangoes. Guavas are one of the cheapest fruits here, so I'm going to grab some guavas, just enough to make a good nutritious smoothie. All right, guys, we have arrived. I'll put up on Google Maps right there where we are. And here it is, guys. Carniceria La Chuleta. Guys, siempre una fiesta acá. They were partying here big time. Hola, chicos. La Chuleta, viva la Chuleta. Todo chido? All right, guys, Danny Boy is hooking it up right there. 94. Increíble. Gracias, carnal. Perfecto. Guys, so we're getting 6 chuletas, creo, ¿verdad? Son 6? Sí. 6 lamb chops. 94 pesos. That's how we do it. Aquí tiene. Okay. Ciao. La plata, abuela. There it goes. Muy bien. We're killing it today, guys. Aquí estoy con Isabel. Gracias, Isabel. Un gustazo.
Hola. Cuando quiera venir.
Yeah, gracias. Super amable. Danny Boy, nos vemos. Cuídate muchísimo. Look at that, guys. Boom. Now, guys, if I seem a little excited, it's because I am. I just got back in the gym yesterday. Last night was my first workout in the gym since April. I'm back at Evolve. And you gotta have high quality meat, at least for me, for my body type. I need this sustenance right here. And with 2 of these, I've got a great meal. Or for breakfast, I can do 2 fried eggs and 1 of these. So I've got meat for days right here for 94 pesos. Guys, you can live very well in Playa del Carmen for very little money. Especially back in the neighborhoods I was showing, you can rent apartments back there for 5,000 pesos, 250 bucks. Yes, it's a little rough. The Wi-Fi will probably be terrible. Maybe you won't even have AC, but people do it. My apartment that I showed in the last video for $325 US had air conditioning. It had a 60-inch TV, Cali King bed, 5-burner gas stove. Now the outside of that apartment looked very, very rough. There was always standing water, a lot of mosquitoes, but the apartment itself was quite livable. The Wi-Fi was mediocre. It was enough to upload videos, but sometimes they would fail and I would have to re-upload. So when you're on a budget, there might be frustrations that come along with that, but going hungry should certainly not be one of those frustrations. Guys, let's go get some fruit. If my math is correct, we've got, let's see, about 40 something pesos left. It's going to be tough, but I think we're going to be able to get a few guavas and a plátano macho, maybe some normal bananas. I think enough to make a smoothie. Let's mess around and find out. Thank you all for sticking around to this point of the video. It's been fun so far. I'm going to put these pork chops in my dry bag and press on to the fruteria. All right, guys, good news. I'm not the best mathematician in the world, evidently. I've got 50 and 10 coins. I've got 60 pesos left. Now, behind me there, I've got DAC, one of the nicest fruterias. If you want organic, top-notch celery, pineapple, etc., that's the place. Now, is it the cheapest? Absolutely not. But let's go in there and see, because at least they have the prices on stuff. Let's go in there and see what 60 pesos can get us. Because if they have decent prices on pineapples, plátano macho, if I can get a whole pineapple and 1 plátano macho, that's a win right there. We shall find out. But this place that I'm going is by no means the cheapest, although I do think you should all know about it. A lot of the gringos come here and know about this place already. Some of you in the comments have asked, hey, have you shown DAC yet? And I actually have not shown DAC. I come over here a lot of mornings and get celery and pineapple for my morning smoothie or juice. So let's head inside and see what they got for us with 60 pesos left. Hola. No, así está bien, con mano. Gracias. Permiso. All right, guys. See, now what I'm talking about here is this celery, 29 pesos a kilo. That's a steal right there. That is dirt cheap. And they actually have the prices on there. And it is very, very fresh. Very, very fresh. Yeah, that's good. So that's an option. We could get about a half a kilo of celery. And let's see, what else? They also sell things like sauerkraut here if you're looking for ferments. Mostly I just want to look at fruits. Oh, okay, so pineapple's only 30 pesos a kilo, guys. So I should actually be able to get a pretty big size pineapple right here. The size of my head. Hopefully this is only a little over a kilo. And then plátano macho right here, guys. This is what I like to fry up with coconut oil. So let's start with this. And then if I have anything at all left over, I'll hit another fruteria or something on my way back. But I think with this, I can make a very nice smoothie. What about guavas? We'll get guavas at another stop, guys, because I'm filming and carrying this stuff. So let me move through here. Permiso. Gracias. Okay. I must still smell like ribs. So guys, it was right at 65 pesos for the plátano macho and the pineapple. I may have saved a little bit if I went to a different fruteria, so you can always shop around, but even in La Colosio, the pineapples are about 60 pesos per piece, per pineapple. So, you know, I don't think I would have saved on the pineapple. I got the plátano macho. And so guys, there you have it. We got lunch, a fantastic 6 taco lunch for 55 pesos. We got across town on a colectivo for 10 pesos. We got 6 lamb chops with good marbling for 95 pesos. Finished it off with plátano macho and a massive pineapple for 65 pesos. Bad news is I left myself with nothing for the colectivo back, so I will be walking back. Good news is I can take you guys along for some bonus material and show you around on the walk back. For those of you who want to stick around for the bonus material, it is now obligatory because I have left myself with 0 pesos, and I'm pretty sure not even the colectivo will take me for 0 pesos. So my friends, that was certainly the meat and potatoes of the video. I really truly hope you found some value, inspiration, and hope in that. All people ever talk about is how much the prices are going up, how expensive Playa has become, but there's always good news, and I'm here to bring it to you. Guys, bonus material begins right now. So this place right here called Bici Playa, and I'll put up on Google Maps where we are. We're in between 28th and 30th, up on 30th Ave. I recently got my bike tuned up there for very, very cheap. They fixed everything. The gears were a little rough. There was some rust, oxidation, and so, but the other day I went in there to get some air put in my tire, and he's like, man, your tire's about to break. It's about to explode because it's too dry. So I got a high-end, brand new tire put on my bicycle right there for 400 pesos. They have more economic options, but if you want a really nice name brand knobby tire for off-roading, that's the spot, 400 pesos. And why you ask, why Rope Monster did you need such a nice tire on your bike? Well, it's because coming up soon I am riding my bicycle all the way to a cenote that's actually only about 6.5 kilometers from town, and I want to take you all along with me, and I don't want to have a flat tire when I'm in the middle of nowhere. And so that's why I take really good care of my bike, because I expect it to take good care of me. So we are in the Gonzalo Guerrero neighborhood right now, a much more quote-unquote desirable, expensive neighborhood here in Playa. And we'll walk down toward the Hollywood neighborhood as well. But there's a lot of cool restaurants, stuff like that. But for budget travelers, you're not going to find the apartments over in this neighborhood that you're necessarily on the hunt for. So you do want to be over where we began the video and where I was in the last video, Nicteja, La Colosio, if you're looking to find that budget apartment. Here I actually looked at a studio apartment and she wanted 16,000 pesos for it. And to me, the Hollywood neighborhood is nothing all that special except for if you want to be amongst Canadians and Americans and you want to be in that community, you don't speak any Spanish and you're afraid to be in more of a Mexican or Mayan community, then yes, this neighborhood has its purpose. Also, you're right by the stadium. The Deportivo is right up here. I'll show you that in a moment, and that is a free place to exercise. A lot of social activity happens there. You're amongst some of the best restaurants in this area as well. So that's kind of the philosophy of paying for these. But you can see, guys, more new construction. The theme continues. And will these buildings sit empty? Will they be 60% occupied? What's going to happen? We don't know. This one looks like it will actually get finished right here. Jorge from the quesadilla stand wanted me to show one of his buildings. He got into real estate and they told me it would be done by January, and I was filming in December, and I said, no, I can't show this, guys. I don't know that it will be done. I walked by there the other day and it was still not done, and it's mid-September, so you never know when they're actually going to finish these. But we're here over at the stadium. There's free dance classes, bachata, there's group fitness stuff Monday at 6:30 with O'Harry for free. So there are some free events here and a free gym. I mentioned I just rejoined the gym, but I was working out here for free this whole time, and I weighed myself yesterday, as we got another film production going on there. And I weighed myself yesterday and I really didn't lose any size or muscle. I'm still 85 kilos. So if you're looking for a free gym, budget travelers, look for this Deportivo, also known as the Nueva, I can't remember the guy's name right now. Unfortunately, I'm kind of tired, ready for a nap. A lot of excitement, a lot of walking around. It's been a fun video. But I think I'll wrap up the bonus material just by mentioning the stadium here. Free place to work out, boom. So guys, one last little tidbit of information is I just walked by the Chedraui Selecto where I shop quite frequently, but it's not the cheapest. So budget travelers, you're going to want to probably do your grocery shopping up on 30th at the Soriana or the Aki, the Super Aki. Now, you're not going to have like the nice air conditioning, the nice ambiance, but the prices are quite a bit cheaper at the Super Aki, and sometimes the lines are a little bit longer, but I just wanted to throw that in there. I'm down back on 10th right now, and there are some deals to be had on 10th, but if you're looking for deep discount type budget living, a lot of it's going to be up on 30th. That's kind of the recurring theme, or even the other side of 30th. So keep those things in mind, guys. But my goal now is to get these chuletas home before they start defrosting. I want to get them in the freezer so I can enjoy them over the next couple of days. See you guys later on. Thanks for coming along for the video. It's been a lot of fun. Rope Monster out. Some of you guys might be wondering, hey Ropey, why did you prioritize the pineapple and not the guavas or more bananas? But when I eat a lot of red meat like lamb chops, steak, whatever it may be, I like pineapple because of the proteolytic enzyme content known as bromelain. Helps me digest all that pineapple or all that meat really well, and then it helps me utilize the protein so I can recover quicker from my workout. So that's a little pro tip on how I eat so much. A lot of you have asked, man, how do you eat so much meat, so many tacos? But it's because I get pineapple and papaya in my diet regularly, and I also intermittent fast, usually about 16 hours a day, and then I eat for 8 hours a day. So a couple little side notes there that I thought I would throw in just to add a little more juice, a little more value to the video. So there you have it, guys. Pineapple for the win. All right, my friends, and you may be thinking this, but I'm just gonna say it. you could save even more money by avoiding the colectivo and just get yourself a bicycle. And I highly recommend that. I do have a bicycle. For the sake of the video, I took the colectivo. I'm hot, I'm sweaty. I walked home because I spent the whole 200 pesos. Didn't leave myself anything to get back. But guys, go on Facebook Marketplace, get yourself a bicycle. Yes, that'll save you money in the long run. But if you're just in a pinch on foot and you want to get around, the Colectivo is a fun and quick way to get all the way down 30th. Now you know. Got my buddy right here, gonna turn him into a smoothie. Gonna fry this up a little later with some chuleta. Nothing like fried plátano macho and some chuleta. That's the way to do it. Epic gains, and then off to the gym. But first, I'm going to edit this video for you guys. Get a little Java wasted with my Cafe Kawa. I'm going to make a Frappuccino from the coffee I got yesterday. If you haven't seen that video and you're wondering where to get freshly roasted, freshly ground coffee, I'll link that in the description and the pinned comment below. Otherwise, guys, see you later on. I got pineapple stuff to do. Let's go.